Okay, so in today's beginner class, we're going to be going over a couple of key things that we're going to be testing people on for stripes in the next couple of days with beginners. We're going to be going over your basic kicks that you learn as a white belt and yellow belt, and maybe talking about a couple of things that we specifically look for in order for you to be prepared for promotion. We're also going to be going over some blocking skills, right? So a lot of our stand-up striking, blocking, punching, kicking kind of skills have been covered this week, right? We're also going to be talking about our character concept for the month, which is confidence. And finally, we're going to be working a lot on balance. So we got a lot to cover, right? Let's get started with some warm-ups, and then we'll be ready to dive into class. Okay, so before we get into the majority of class, we're going to do a quick warm-up, get our body ready for class, get moving, right? Warm-ups are important for our heart, our muscles, all of our joints. Each one of these moves is going to be about 30 seconds long. We're going to be doing 3 of them. So let's get started. We're going to start off with ski jumps, right? We're going to go for 30 seconds, just jumping side to side. Right, make sure you're breathing, balancing on your feet, taking small jumps. Right, we're not trying to go super fast, we're not going super far. We're just letting our body get moving. You can shake out your arms a little bit if you want. Right, you can wiggle a little bit in your upper body. Right, but just keep bouncing those feet side to side, side to side. All right, that's 30 seconds of ski jumps. Next, we're going to be doing some push-ups. As we do our push-ups, there are a few different ways. I'll cut in for you so you can see different angles on. But we're going to do 30 seconds of push-ups your way. Ready, set, and go. All the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. The big thing you're aiming to do during your push-ups today is just to make sure you're getting that full range of motion, getting your chin to the floor. Whatever works for you. You may need to switch between different styles of push-ups. Like I said, I'm showing 4 of them on the screen now, but pick the one that works for you, and you may change it, right? Maybe do 5 with your legs straight, 10 with your legs bent, whatever it is, that's fine. All right, and we're done with push-ups. Last warm-up move, we're gonna do some front kicks, alternating legs. All we wanna do is kick about belt height, one leg and the other leg. Ready, set, and go for it. Nice and easy. Make sure you're breathing. Getting our body ready to do some martial arts. Not hurting ourselves. Staying safe. Right? During your warm-ups is a good time to think about things like, am I keeping my hands up? Right? Because you're not really working on speed. Right? Think about maybe, am I bending my knee as I do my front kick, or am I keeping it straight? Almost there, and we're done. All right, so we're done with warm-ups. Now let's get ready for class. All right, so we're gonna get started with our beginner kicks that we need to be working on. There are 4 kicks that you work on as a beginner: front kick, roundhouse kick, axe kick, and lead leg side kick. We're gonna be going through all 4 of those today, right? As we get started on our front kick, one of the things you have to do on your front kick to be eligible for promotion is make sure you keep your hands up. So for these first 10, really think about that. Ready on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now I'm going to do 10 more. I'm going to turn to the side to get a different point of view. For these 10, I want you to think about making sure that you're kicking at least as high as your stomach. That's another one of the requirements to be eligible for promotion or a stripe. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, now we're going to switch to the other leg. Third requirement that you'd be looking for promotion is that you keep your eyes on your target, right? So I'm going to be kicking towards the camera, so I'm going to be staring at the camera the whole time. 10 more. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. And then final requirement for a white belt going to a yellow belt, when it comes to our front kicks, that we recover back after our kick. So make sure you're doing that for these last 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, switching things up, we're going to go to the axe kick next. For the axe kick, it's basically the same requirements, right? Kick above your belt, keep your hands up, look where your target is and recover your kick. We're gonna be doing 20 of these on each side. Ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, good. And now we're gonna turn to the side. Now, much like with our front kick, we have those requirements, but as a yellow belt, if we're trying to get promoted, we also have to have a little bit of speed, right? So if you're a yellow belt trying to get an orange belt, a little bit of energy is good. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can see I'm kicking a little high, that's okay. 8, you don't have to, 9, 10. There's certainly no penalty in kicking a little too high, as long as you can maintain your footing. All right, next, axe kick, other side. You're gonna notice on this that there's a little bit of like an arc to my axe kick. It's not straight up, straight down. That's one of the requirements for a yellow belt going to orange belt as well. So your leg comes in and then comes a little bit out. So looks like this. All right, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it's pretty subtle. 5 is not a big circle. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right, I'm gonna do 10 more facing the other side. Same idea, still recovering all these things. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. All right, so we've got the 2 simple kicks done, our front kick and our axe kick. Now we're going to transition into roundhouse kick. As we go to do a roundhouse kick, we don't have the same 4 things. We have hands up, eyes on target, kicking above our belt. The 4th thing we're thinking about is turning our base foot. Make sure it rotates, right? So do roundhouse kick, it turns, and I kick. Turn, and I kick. Now, as much as my base foot is turning, I'm still kicking straight. Right? My shoulder's turning, but I'm still looking straight. That's really important to have good form on your kick. 3 more. Turn your base foot. It can turn sideways, or it can turn even more than sideways, almost backwards is fine as well, right? But you don't want to under-rotate, because that's bad for your leg. It takes away all your power, okay? So now we're gonna do 10 more of those, right? You're gonna turn to the side, so you gotta look at it from this side. This foot's gonna turn at least towards the camera, maybe even a little bit more. Ready, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good, okay. We got 2 legs, same thing the other side. So I do my roundhouse kick, remember, my foot's gonna turn, but my kick is gonna be straight that way. Ready? 1, right at the camera. 2, for you, maybe it's right at the screen. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we got 10 more. I'll do it facing this way. Ready? Watch that roundhouse kick. Shoulder turns, foot turns, head doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, coming up on our last kick, it's our lead leg side kick. All right, now as we start in on the lead leg side kick, biggest challenge, using your lead leg. So I'm going to do these sideways. The foot that's closest to your target is the foot that comes up and kicks out, right? These don't have to be particularly high. Belt height is perfect. Here we go. And 1, 2, make sure you're using the correct leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Okay, I'm gonna do 10 more. When I do these, I'm gonna get a little closer so you can see. My foot is sideways, toes are sideways, right? So like this, that's a side kick. All right, so here we go, 10 of them. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, almost there. Last kick, last leg, right? Right leg side kick, you're gonna see, same idea, foot is sideways, I'm sorry. Left leg side kick for you folks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You see the hands up. 10, keep the eyes on the target. Okay. Last detail I want to mention. When I go to do a lead leg side kick, this foot points backwards, right? So if I kick this way, this foot turns that way. The way you can do that is easy way. Step, turn it, then kick. Harder way, you kind of hop as you're kicking. As a beginner, you should probably do the easy way. Ready? 1, step, kick. 2, twist it, kick it. 3, twist it, kick it, and then reset back to fighting stance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Made it through our basic kicks. Let's get ready for what's next. All right, so this week, beginners, we're going over the basic blocking skills that we need to really become comfortable with to be proficient in some of the more advanced techniques that we're going to be learning as a higher belt. What we're going to do right now is we're going to do a quick review of the blocks, and then we're going to go over a different pattern that maybe you're not quite as familiar with. Okay, so the 4 blocks, quick review, we have high block, right? So I do my high block. The key things we're looking for here is that your forearm is in front of your head, right? And again, in front of your head is quite important, not touching your head. Okay, so forearm in front of your head, other hand is in the chamber, and your arm's a little bit slanted like a roof, right? So let's do 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next we're going to do a middle block. When we do our middle block, our arm comes out in front of our shoulder. Don't go too far to the side. It's a very common mistake, but not a very good one. All right, so we do our middle block, and it's in front of our shoulder, and we're going to switch 2, 3, and 4. Okay, next we have cross body block. When we do a cross body block, our arm starts out, like we're flexing muscle, and we come across. And it's a little bit past our shoulder on this one, because our shoulder turns a little bit. Your feet shouldn't turn. You guys can't see that, but my feet stay in the same place. And cross body block, and cross body block. Okay. Last one, we have low block. We bring our arm up like we're covering a cough, and then we bring it down in front of our leg. Again, this is another block that people tend to go off too much to the side on. You want to keep it in front of you. You can see from the side, this is in front of my leg, right? Not too close, right? And you can see from this spot, it's in front of my leg. It's not center, and it's not off to the side, right? So let's switch to the other arm. Come up and down, and then up and down, and up and down. All right, so those are the basics of how we do those blocks. Now we're going to talk a little bit about this pattern for beginner blocking basic motions too. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to get into a good horse stance. Right? We're going to use I'm going to try and mirror you folks. So when I do it, I'm actually going to be using my right hand when I say left for you, so it kind of looks right. But for you, try and listen to the words I say and then mirror what I do. Ready? So left hand high block. Right? Now we're going to use that same left arm. We're going to come out and then across for a cross body block. Then we're going to use the same hand. We're going to come down for a low block. And then we're going to use that same hand one last time. We're going to circle around for a middle block. Right? And then we do the same thing with your other hand. So you're using your right hand. You bring it up, high block. Then you come out, cross body block, then down, low block, and then around, middle block. Right? Now, as you do this, the biggest mistake that people make is that after they do the high block, they tend to just drop their elbows straight down. They take that shortcut, right? It's like counting to 3. You can't go 1, 3. That's not good counting. You got to go 1, 2, 3, right? So as I do my high block, it comes up, that's 1. It comes out and across, that's 2. It comes down, that's 3. And it comes around, that's 4. Then I use the other hand. High block, then out and across, cross body block, then down, low block, and then around, middle block. All right. So we're going to do that a few times just to get that pattern really comfortable. Ready? And high block, and cross body block, and low block, and middle block, and high block, and cross body block, and low block, and middle block, right? We're going to do it again this time. I'm not going to tell you the blocks, right? It makes it a little bit harder. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, when I say go, you're going to do all the 8 blocks. Ready, set, go. And again, go. Okay. Now, as you do these blocks, right, you can get a couple more reps in, or you can watch and listen to this. You really want to think about making the blocks have that powerful end, right? So as I do my high block, it's not smooth the whole way. It stops with a snap, and then stops with a snap, and then stops with a snap, and stops with a snap, and then high, cross, and low, and middle, right? And if you put that energy into it, it's going to make your blocks much more effective when you need them and make them just a lot better, right? So if you need some more time to work on that, feel free to pause the video, review it a couple more times, rewind, whatever it is. But for now, let's get ready for the next part of what we're doing in class. All right, so we're going to get started talking about our character concept this month, which is showing confidence, right? And confidence basically means the belief in yourself or belief in someone else that they can accomplish something, right? And what we're going to talk about specifically is physical confidence, the belief that our body is capable of great things, right? Now, one of the nice things about being young is that you have a lot of potential, right? And you're going to continue to you're going to continue to grow and get stronger and get faster almost every day, especially if you're doing your practicing and you're exercising and you're sleeping and you're eating right? So you have a lot of potential and a lot of ability to grow, but for that to happen, you have to believe in yourself, right? Now, what I want you to do is I want you to think of something that you tried that maybe you weren't so good at when you first tried doing it, right? Maybe you were only okay, right? And now, how much farther you've come since you tried doing that. So maybe you think back to doing your first front kick in martial arts, right? And you were falling over and you were losing your balance, right? And you were like, okay, you know, but now that you've practiced for a little while, it's gotten so much better, right? And I want you to think about how it feels when you do well, right? And you challenge yourself, like, all right, let me think of a time where, you know, I did something that was kind of like awesome, right? Like, maybe it's the time you scored a goal, how'd that feel, right? Maybe it's the time you hit a home run or you made a shot, right? All of those feelings only happened because you had the confidence to keep trying after you messed up the 10 times before, right? So, you know, that time you got your stripe, it only happened because you kept coming for the 5 or 6 times that you didn't, right? Or, you know, the only reason you were able to hit that home run in baseball was because of all the times that you practiced in batting practice or swinging the bat by yourself, right? And you didn't hit a home run, right? And you had to keep believing in yourself that if I keep practicing, I will do well. If I keep practicing, I will do well, right? So what I want you to do as a final little challenge, and if you need to pause the video for you to be able to do this, is think of 3 things that when you did them, and these are physical things, right? When you first did them, you were not very good at them, right? That now you think that you're much, much better, right? And, you know, we could probably come up with a list pretty quick, but if you need to pause, think about it, because that's a really important thing, because it'll remind you the next time you're coming up on a hard activity, maybe the next activity we're doing in class, that, hey, you know what? Just because this is hard, I know I can do it because I've done these 3 other things that I used to be bad at. And now I'm pretty good thanks to having confidence in practice. This week in class, we're really working a lot on balance. It's a super important attribute that we want to develop as a student so that we're prepared, we keep ourselves safe, we don't get hurt, it allows us to generate power, right? It's really central to performing athletically in anything that you do, right? Is having good balance. It lets you control your body. That's essentially what balance is. So we're going to use our blocking basic motions, beginner blocking basic motions 2, as a way of testing and developing that balance. So I would like you to follow along with me. What you're going to do is you're going to stand up on one foot, right? You're going to come up, you're going to do a high block, you're going to do a crossbody block, a low block, a middle block. Then the other side, high, cross, low, middle. Okay? And then you're going to switch your feet and do the exact same thing. High, cross, low, middle, high, cross, low, middle. Right? Now, that's pretty simple, right? And what your goal should be for this is to be able to do each leg 3 times in a row. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand on one foot, right? I'm going to come high, cross, low, middle, high, cross, low, middle. Then you can shake it out for a second, and then you're going to repeat. High, cross, low, middle, high, cross, low, middle. And you can shake it out a little bit, and you're going to repeat one more time. High, cross, low, middle, high, cross, low, middle. Okay, now I'm going to switch to my other side. If you need to pause to be able to catch up to me, feel free to do that. You get to train at your own speed today, right? But for me, I'm going to the other side. Same idea. High, cross, low, middle, high, cross, low, middle. Right? Now, as you do this, if it's too easy, you're like, well, I can do this with my eyes closed, just block with more intensity. As you block with more intensity, use more power, it's harder to maintain your balance, right? High, cross, low, middle, high, cross, low, middle. All right? So that's 3 on each side for me. You get to practice at your own speed at home, right? But once you've done that, let's move on to the next part of class. All right, so today we're going to do a little bit of a balance challenge associated with our kicks, right? And what we're going to be doing is a basic front kick, right? And we're going to challenge ourselves to maintain balance. So we're going to go through this a couple different ways. The first thing that we're going to do is just a double tap front kick, right? Where I kick 2 times without putting my foot down. I'll do it from the side. I kick 2 times without putting my foot down, all right? So what our goal is right now is to do one leg 5 times, keeping it up the whole time. Ready, again, 1. And you'll notice my knee stays up between. 2, it stays at the same height. So if I do it to the side, 3, you don't see that dropping down. 4, that shows good control over your body. 5, okay. Now we're gonna do the same thing with your other leg. I kind of switched in the middle for demonstration purposes, but you get the idea. Double tap front kick and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so that's the easy level of the challenge. Now we're going to go into one that's a little bit harder. It's almost the same thing, we just never put our foot down. So we're going to do double tap kick, then we'll let our knee come down a little bit. Right, so we'll let our foot come closer to the floor. Right, and then we do our double tap kick. Let our foot come down closer to the floor, right, like I'm doing. Right, now if you can keep your hands up, that's better. Let's do our 3rd one. And our 4th one. And our 5th one. Okay, good. We're going to go to the other side. I'm going to turn sideways so you get a look at what that looks like, right? I kick 2 times. 1, 2, I hold it up. Again, 1, 2, I hold it up. 3, now if you want to make it harder, kick higher. 4, but for now, this is a good height for most beginners. And 5, very good. Okay, that's level 2. We go to level 3, where it starts to get harder, okay? For level 3, we're going to be doing 2 different kicks in 2 different directions. So what I want to do now is, I'm going to show you this one from the side. I'm going to front kick this way, and then do a side kick that way. Right, so it looks like this. Front kick, side kick, put it down, okay? So watch it again. Front kick, side kick, put it down, all right? So we're going to try and do 5 of these, right? If you put your foot down the middle, that's okay. Part of the process, right? Let's go for it. 5 times each leg. Ready? 1, front kick, side kick. 2, front kick, side kick. 3, front kick, side kick. 4, front kick, side kick. And 5, front kick, side kick. Okay, we're gonna do the other leg, right? So you're gonna front kick this way, side kick that way. Ready, 1. Now you might do this a different direction in your house. 2, maybe you're kicking towards the camera or towards the screen. Ready, 3, that's okay. I'm just trying so it's easier for you to see what I'm doing. 4, and 5. Okay, now, final challenge. This is a tough one. Your goal is to be able to do front kick, side kick, front kick, side kick, front kick, side kick. A total of 6 kicks without putting your foot down. Okay? Your goal is to be able to do that on each leg. So I'm going to do it with you at first. If you don't finish in time, that's okay. You can pause this, work at your own pace, give it a try for another couple of minutes, right? Or if you finish before me, great. Stop, catch your breath, and get ready. So it looks like this. Front kick, side kick, keep your foot up. Front kick, side kick, keep your foot up. Front kick, side kick, just like that. All right, so I'm done with my first side. You may not be yet, that's okay. You do you, I'm gonna do me, right? Do the same thing, front kick, side kick, and front kick, side kick. Oh, almost lost on that one. And front kick, side kick. Oh, legs a little tired. And front kick and side kick. All right, so hopefully you got that. If you need a minute to finish up, go ahead, take a minute, pause the thing, right? I'll be here when you're back. All right, so we're almost done. It's time to do our last challenge of the day, right? What we're gonna do is we're gonna combine some of the balance drills that we've done already today into one. And if you can do this, you consider yourself a champion, end the video, right? And go and, I don't know, do something else, right? But here's what it is. You're gonna stand on one foot, whichever foot you want. You're gonna do all the blocks. High, cross, low, middle, high, cross, low, middle, front kick, side kick, right? If you can do all 10 of those moves without putting your foot down even one time, you're a champion and you're done. Ready, set, and go, right? So practice as many times as you need to finish, right? May take you 2 or 3 times. Remember that idea of confidence. Just keep going and going and going until you achieve victory, right? And I'm gonna sign off here, but keep practicing until you win. I know you can do it if you just keep at it.